5 hours for every like
hour.
Yeah, makes sense.
I guess we wouldn't have to, but we just tend to get.
Yeah, you do so much and then you get the best of it.
I've never actually sat down and listened to the whole thing. I'm always too embarrassed.
I've listened to them.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are they okay?
Yeah, they're good. Okay. I mean, I use podcasts a lot to just like for background noise and stuff. Yeah. Like, I can't just sit in silence and like just in my room or else I'll just go crazy. So I just kind of sit there with like either like a podcast or just like random like people like talking about stuff, and then like that's what I kind of use them for. No, I didn't throw up.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah.
I didn't throw up.
Didn't make you vomit or anything? Mm-hmm. Okay, good.
I had a little pee-pee, but that I might be like a medical problem. That might be not be.
Yeah, sure.
Too much.
Well, it's good to have you here because I feel like sometimes me and Reggie slip into silence, so we get a third person.
Mm-hmm.
More.
I think three people dynamic is better than two because when you're waiting for someone to bring up a topic, the other person can be talking, and you're not just like, so weather, and then the conversation dies.
Yeah, exactly. We need less dead air. I guess you can always edit out dead air, but still.
No, you want to compile it.
Definitely.
Just save it, and then that's behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You just get the noises.
Pure, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So does he have like topics written down?
Yeah. Oh, we actually wrote down the cast. Ian McKellen, who does he play?
I don't know.
Sorry, I had to be careful, make sure I got every bit of it out, because when I get stuck right in the middle, it's like the most painful thing you could ever experience.
So he's talking about the same thing you were talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, sometimes I pee-pee and then a little more pee-pee comes out later. I'm like, hey, come on.
But when it gets... I see you recording. It's real funny. So fucking funny, guys. Yeah, thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Let me see here. Let me see if I can position the microphone. I wish we could do multi-mic recording. There might be some overlap, but I don't know. Okay, hey everyone, this is Darkspidey34, and here with me I have...
Sam here, back again, good to be here, hello.
And Marc, which, kind of new to this, but, apparently I've been mentioned on here before.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the famous Marc. Not the famous Connor yet, we don't have him here yet.
He's been mentioned too.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, we went on about that. I'll definitely upload that when we talked about Interstellar extensively, but I wanted to add a word to that bit at the end. Let me see here. So Regeneration Part 1. Yes. What I have planned is I'm going to upload another clip from the episode that I didn't really feel like it fit with the rest of the episode. It felt a bit disjointed, more of its own thing. I'm introducing a character that's been mentioned a couple of times on the show and reintroducing another character that we hadn't seen in a while. I'm not going to spoil anything. It's definitely going to be up probably by this weekend. And I might have a little something extra at the end of that video, so when the credits roll, don't tune out yet. Okay? See some extra bits there, like they always do in those Marvel movies y'all love so much, where they're psychologically programming you to stay in your seats for an extra minute or so, like
just so you can
the obedient sheep that you
names.
are. Yeah, they have a post-credit. They have a mid-credit scene, post-credit scene, pre-post-credit scene, pre-post-credit scene. Like, if you didn't stay till the very end of the fucking movie, you're just like, fuck you didn't see it. Like,
what was the superhero movie that like kicked that off? Because I know there was one that was like, I think it was like Iron Man, where they had like, wait, after the credits, what's this?
Oh yeah,
Nick Fury talking to Iron Man, and then like everyone's like, we gotta be wise.
You ain't the only superhero.
The first time I ever experienced that, I think, was Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. We waited. I didn't know why. And then Smeagol came on screen. Gollum came on screen. It was an experience.
What? When did that happen?
Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring.
In the theaters?
Yeah, in the theaters.
You went to go see it?
I saw it in the Dollar Theater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There was probably just some guy dressed up as...
Probably,
yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Hey, Sam.
Yeah.
Two things. Popeye's done. The other, if Derek comes over and wants the pans, it's the ones on the counter.
Okay. Thanks, Ma. Okay. Love you. I don't actually love her.
Okay. What I'm going to do is when I go back over this, I'm just going to edit like a really deep, like sort of Brooklyn accent. Hey, Sam, the Popeye's done or something like that. It should
just be like, it should be like Peanuts noise, like...
I can't fucking understand her.
We can't understand anyone, and then they get mad at us when we don't listen. I mean, I can tell when they're mad because like the mumbling gets like very aggressive.
The trumpet noises gets louder.
Yeah. Okay, Jesus Christ! I'm sorry, I won't do it again. Jeez. Okay. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. You're talking about the post-credit scene or something.
Yeah. Nothing significant about it. I was just throwing that out there.
Just little guy dressed up like Gollum.
Yeah, running naked through the theater.
Yeah, I am not a fan of post-credit scenes all that much.
Why not?
I don't get what the point is. Like, I'm gonna miss something really cool because like I need to fucking go. I want to leave now. Okay.
Jeez. Are you that eager?
It's just like everyone. It's having this residual effect on every film that comes out now because everyone's just, I'm gonna stay in there.
Yeah.
Like this is a Marvel film. Like I remember when we went to go see The Dark Knight Rises. All three of us, people were still fucking waiting. Like, what? You waiting to get shot? It's done. This is it. He doesn't do this shit.
When I come to the movie, I just want to see what all these people make. I don't want to read their names.
Yeah.
No, they're making me sit through all their fancy text and making me want to wait for a picture of Howard the Duck to come up.
Yeah, just like rows and rows and rows of names for the visual effects artists, but only like 2 people for like the story aspect of the film.
I guess, the thing for me is, you've had that jumbo soda to drink, and at the end you're battling the credits like, is this scene going to be worth my bladder popping and me dying here in this seat?
Dude, just pee in the
soda
cup.
Just like Smeagol.
Just like Smeagol.
Except that was my memory.
Is that what you did in the movie? It's just him sitting in the corner, peeing into a cup. He looks over and then just blast. Get ready for the next one.
And in the next one, you see Sam drinking it.
All right.
I mean, it's the new promotional soda.
No, the Gollum Big Glove, Big Chug.
It's Smeagol sauce.
The Smeagol sauce, yeah.
The Smeagol sauce.
Yeah, Smeagol sauce.
That's something else entirely.
You dunk your nuggets.
No, you dunk your fish nuggets in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because fish.
They partnered with Popeyes.
My God.
They did it in Man of Steel too. I mean, it didn't have a post-credit scene, but I remember walking out of the theater and there were people still sitting there. I'm like, that's it, guys. Nothing else is gonna explode. All right, it's done.
They must have felt like idiots. That's the word.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
I didn't stay, and I still feel like an idiot.
If you're waiting for it and it doesn't happen, you just like everyone else just sitting, just like has this collective moment, like, oh, and then they just stand up. Yeah.
I heard that happened at the end of 12 Years a Slave, a movie I didn't see.
Why would you think there's an ending? Like that's like a summer blockbuster thing where they allude to like, oh yeah, here's the next one.
Yeah.
What was it gonna be? 13 Years a Slave again?
Yeah, 14 Years a Slave.
Oh my God.
Oh. This is gonna be the worst 27 years ever. Is that 27? 37? I can't count. Fuck it.
Were you counting slave years or what?
Yeah, exactly. It's different.
Those are differently than regular years.
Sure.
I didn't see the one in X-Men Days of Future Past in the theaters because I thought that was it, so I just left.
There was speaking of that, there was a superhero movie that came out. I forget which one, but it actually, at the end of the credits, it had like a scene from Days of Future Past. Like, it wasn't an X-Men movie either.
Really?
Yeah.
What was
ads after the credits?
Yeah, it was after the credits, and then it was like just some teaser for the next X-Men movie.
That's really strange.
Like, yeah.
Which one was it? Which film was it?
I could not remember.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember if it was one that I specifically saw, or it was just people on the internet going like, why am I seeing like this random X-Men thing like at the end of this obviously not X-Men movie?
I forgot what I was going to say. They should have, like, one of the main characters come out at the end, like, what are you guys doing here? The movie's over. Go home. Like Ferris Bueller or something. Yeah, they should get, like, Henry Cavill out there. Like, he has, like, the suit and everything. What are you guys doing? Go home. There's nothing more.
And then you just get progressively angrier, like, dude, come on. We can't leave until you leave.
Like, what do you want me to do? Take off my shirt? Oh, Jesus.
What do you want? Huh?
Yeah.
Huh, big guy?
Yeah.
Gave you a whole movie, you still want more.
Like, did you guys really want more about, you guys, don't tell David I said this, but do you guys really want more of this? Alright. I mean, obviously you do. Alright, let me show you my Magic the Gathering deck. Okay, so,
hey,
the kind of deck okay.
That is my act.
Like Henry Cavill just
touched those. Alright, I made those.
I made those. So anyway, yeah, just expect those videos because I'm actually going to be uploading something. I actually am working on it. Okay, I actually am.
Wait, you're making a post-credit video? So you're saying?
No, I just said. Oh, technically, I do have a post-credit video thingy, but it's not an actual like a whole thing, and then something comes up at the end of it.
You should do that. Just lengthen out, like put all the people who made like all the graphic design and stuff.
I'll just
like,
put my name like
yeah,
50
because
times.
if you only have like your name to go off, but you gotta like fill it. You gotta make people wait until you do the after credits thing. It's like,
Or
oh yeah,
just,
these
like,
people helped too.
Manipulate my last name to fit like the description, like Reggie Goldberg for producer and Reggie Hayazaki for the visual effects supervisor or some shit. Okay, what I'm gonna do is, let me see, we got another
virus.
I'm gonna plug this in. I actually, and we're still talking about Regeneration here. I actually have a blooper that I want to show you guys. I'm gonna show everyone else on the YouTube channel as soon as it pops up. I'm gonna play it live with us, because when I was recording, something happened real quick, and I decided to keep it in. Because when I lined it up on the timeline with the images I had, it just sort of like, oh wow, that's weird.
Okay.
So just click on that one. So this is a scene from Regeneration Part 1. Takes place sometime into the episode, but
Let's go.
Windows Media Player. Windows Media Player. This is going to take a lot longer. Do I really want it to be able to open? And
Dude, you gotta optimize your video viewing experience.
I'm a very picky viewer.
I think it's loading here, right there behind that window. Okay, here we go. God damn it, that's the wrong one. Sorry, this is the opening of the episode. That shouldn't be playing. That shouldn't be playing.
Alright.
That shouldn't be playing, god damn it.
Still looking like a
sort
blooper
by
to
date.
me.
Wait. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's sorted by name, like date modified. Just click date modified. It should do it. Now go to the very top of the file list. Let me see here. I'm just
Web 2?
No, that's a
Sounds
web.
Spidey-esque.
That's a web page I made for a class.
Dude, there's Web 3 right below that.
It's I think it's Oscorp something. Those are scenes from the episode. Scenes from
Maybe I
another
should
scene.
click the date modified button again.
There we go.
What's Kate Up?
Oh, that's Kate Upton. I tried to make a funny edit of that Game of War commercial.
Yeah.
Because if you edit it in a certain way, where you get the guy's faces and Kate Upton, it looks like they're just looking at her, not paying attention to the animation that's on the ground. So I just made an edit of the video.
They just look. They're just all looking, just staring.
There's this one guy. There's this one guy who just looks
like,
at her with his eyes wide. This one guy with the beard, and he just looks like
yeah.
just like he's not paying attention at all. And I mean, it's like fucking ridiculous. They're just like
she stands out so much in that commercial. Like you can tell.
They're just like just.
Can I watch it?
It's you can, but it's not ready.
Done. Okay.
Yeah, I only have one face on there, so the rest of it is just me editing to see that one. Anyway,
Come on, Harry. Your company wasn't in the best state at the time. That time is now, and I'm trying to fix it. Excuse me.
that's it. I burped when I was doing the recording. And I forgot to edit it out, and when I lined it up, that's just how it came up.
Come on, Harry. Your company wasn't in the best state at the time. That time is now, and I'm trying to fix it. Excuse me.
You gotta leave that in.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Dude, it builds character.
Yeah, it's just,
Who knows? You could have drank a whole Dr. Pepper before you had that conversation.
Yeah,
and he had
definitely.
that brewing up in there.
definitely him drinking the Dr. Pepper, not me. I think I was drinking carbonated beverage of some sort. Yeah,
What would it probably be?
Yeah.
I want to say Sprite.
You look like a Spriteman.
What the fuck is supposed to mean?
It's a compliment.
Spriteman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have ancestors from that originate from the Sprite Mountains.
Were they pixelated? What bit were they? 8 or 16?
8.
Okay.
They were 8.
Yeah. Along with the 6 or the 64-bit. It was a whole sort of racial purity and superiority kind of thing going on. It was really weird.
I know that I know for a fact. Some people try to assert that the number of bits is equivalent to the amount of intelligence you have, but there's no science to support
Especially
that.
considering
Size of the bit.
My Nintendo's
fucking
pretty
Order
dumb.
1886
You couldn't
has
pass
so
it
many
that
fucking
fast.
bits.
True.
Oh, what was that?
What?
I'm sorry, I was talking over you.
Oh, it was fine. I'm just saying my...
Okay, well, anyway. Go ahead.
I'm just saying that my Nintendo would not pass a math test. That's all I want to say. All right.
I think my Nintendo 64 still runs. My PS2 is dead.
I still have like a
The
bunch of my
PS2
old
died?
consoles.
Yeah, PS2s were kind of weird. Like, they We're working with lasers.
I had like 3, like just like broken PS2s that we like took parts from to make one working PS2.
It's because they were one of the first machines to actually start working with discs. I mean, I guess the PS1 did too, but you know, the N64 meanwhile just still working with the cartridges, which are great. Cartridges, they're great.
Yeah, they don't on them. I mean, you can lick them.
I mean, it's a couple of steps up from like punching holes in cards and feeding that into shit, but you know,
that still works too.
Yeah,
cards.
Well, yeah, there we go. Yeah, never fails. Yeah, I think my dad worked with some of that stuff when he was in high school.
Really?
Yeah,
cards.
Yeah.
Magic cards.
Did they have Magic the Gathering in 1978?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, big time.
Were they like on stone tablets? Me got blue deck.
No, but they're all about Arabian people.
Oh, okay.
That was the first like expansion, wasn't Arabian Nights?
Oh, okay, that's not. I hope no one found that offensive. Because there's no way that we're just like that isn't manifesting in our world today. Like, hey, you fight this war for us. You fight these people. I guess you can call that a brown deck.
So
a brown deck. Get it? You get it? Brown.
well,
okay, I'm done being offensive now.
But Superman.
I feel like the lands you would use in that deck would be oil.
Good.
And someone has like a suicide bomber as one card. Like, oh shit! No, I can't even.
All your monsters are dead.
Yeah.
Kebabs.
Or like a drawing of Muhammad. Oh fuck! The whole thing is fucking ruined. Because it's a drawing of a drawing of a drawing, so it's just like yeah.
If it wasn't offensive, it'd be convoluted anyway. So,
yeah.
New topic. What color is Muhammad if he was a Magic card? What kind of money would you pay for that guy?
Oh my.
I'm thinking red or black. Is that a serious?
Yes. Yeah. This is.
You go ahead.
Honestly, well, he was religious. He was imperialistic, but simultaneously tolerant. So I'm gonna say plains. I'm gonna throw plains out there.
All right.
Plus plains, desert. I mean, they kind of coincide, right?
Oh yeah.
If we have any Muhammads listening, I just want to apologize.
We're not talking about you. We're talking about the real thing.
Yeah.
I'm confused now.
Not the imitators.
Okay, so so that was the blooper and some waffling around for you. I just wanted to sidestep on a important topic that is hit me close to home, deep in my my little heart here. Dead famous people who died by death.
Dead famous.
Last year there was a lot, and I figured one day this would happen because there's going to be a time, because a lot of these guys were born around at the same time. So when they get to that age, when they just pass, there's going to be high concentration of them. Excuse me. Oh, shit, I did it again. I'm so rude.
No one for the blooper reel.
Okay, guys, let's do that again. So you know, recently, and I know this probably, I don't know about you, Sam. This probably hit you pretty hard when Robin Williams.
Yeah, and I was surprised because like normally celebrities die, I don't really give a shit. For some reason, Robin Williams, that made me kind of sad.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I was. Yeah, you go ahead.
That's all I gotta say. But
really, I thought you had to say more because
I changed my Skype picture to a picture of Robin Williams.
Yeah, so
if that conveys any sort of depth.
He was a big part of a lot of people's childhood. You know, like Jumanji,
Aladdin.
Yeah.
Good Will Hunting.
World's Greatest
Jumanji.
Dad. No, not that. No. No.
I can make it through that.
Oh yeah, that's
pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I guess my recent one, I guess if you can guess, was probably Leonard Nimoy.
Oh yeah, that was
Leonard Nimoy.
That fucked me up pretty good right there.
Mm-hmm.
One picture that really kind of hit me was this. You know, NASA has a Twitter account, and some of the astronauts have them as well. And the guy actually took a photo of him doing the Vulcan sign onto the window facing Earth in memory of Leonard Nimoy.
Damn.
That hit me like a pile of bricks, but it's like, fuck. It's like, that's probably the reason why he's even there in the first place. Just the way he inspired. I don't want to, project or anything, but, there's a connection. Regardless, there's a connection there, and that really got to me.
Certainly.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not shaking because I'm about to cry. I just had a lot of energy drinks right now, so I'm kind of... It sounded like I was I was about to cry, but I'm not a little baby. Okay. Okay, let's get this.
Man, even Spock cried.
Yeah.
Half of you is human.
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
I remember one of the biggest things I remember from that was like, I think it was just a post on Reddit of just like some billboard that someone had found, and it was just a picture of like someone doing the Vulcan symbol, and it just said he did live long and prosper.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Because I talked about Star Trek a couple of times, and I just went on and on and on and on and on and on and on about Into Darkness, and I'm kind of pissed that like that was his like one of the last films he was ever in. I mean, I was afraid that might have been because he was getting up there. I was emotionally preparing myself for this because I saw that picture of him in that wheelchair a year ago with the stuff in his nose, and I'm just like, oh shit, the tubes in his nose. I'm sorry, and I'm just like, ah shit, it's coming. Let me see what else. Oh yeah, that whole scene didn't even make any fucking sense because he's just like it's like they didn't tell you why Khan was a bad guy. They just like, oh shit, everything he's done has been kind of logical this whole time.
You should probably think he's a bad guy though.
It's
just for story.
And he doesn't even tell them. He doesn't even tell them how to stop him. They just like, yeah, he has a bit of an ego. He has a really big ego. All right, just yeah. It looks like they filmed it in his living room. People have said this 1,000 times, but it really does. And I really looked at the background, like, where is he? Like he didn't even get like a green screen. Okay, we'll put New Vulcan in the background or anything. No, it's just like, oh yeah, okay, okay, yeah. No, I have a pair of ears myself. Okay. Khan is a big bad meanie head. Okay, now leave me alone. And I saw the commercial he did with Skylar. I can't even remember the actor's name. The guy who played young Spock, new Spock. I forget his name.
Oh
fuck.
The guy from Heroes.
Yeah, we kept doing this. We kept forgetting celebrities' names last time we did this.
I would too.
What?
Syndrome.
Okay.
Syndrome. Is he a super villain?
So yeah. Anyway, he did a commercial with him. With Leonard Nimoy, and I thought it was pretty cute.
What was it for?
It was for a car or something. I don't remember.
Really, a car?
Or a phone. I don't know. And another celebrity that died recently, or last year, it was last year, was Joan Rivers. And I don't know if you guys know that much about her, but my mom was a huge fan of hers. When I heard she was in the hospital for whatever, I'm just like, Mom, this is probably going to be it. And I was right. She told me, she told me I was right. I'm like, what about one day? And it was about Joan Rivers being not alive anymore. So I kind of felt bad about that.
She said to your mom, like, so Mama, I told you so.
I don't remember how the rest of the conversation goes.
Man of that.
Yeah, she used to watch one of the last shows that Joan Rivers was on was Fashion Police. And since my mom loves fashion and all that shit, she watched that show. So
Joan Rivers was the
host of...
comedian, right?
Yeah. So that was, there was a comedic element to the show, and she was a fashion icon, a comedic icon. So what better, outlet but a comedic fashion television show? They go over all these celebrity clothing. And everything.
It was also really weird. She was recently, she had won like last year's like Apprentice, and so she was she had gotten to like, she was on like the board that decide like who would get fired on the next Apprentice, and like. She died, and like they're still playing the episodes where she's in the boardroom with Donald Trump, and it's just kind of like weird.
Yeah, that's what happens with television actors and everything. And it's just like it's like that one guy who was in the show Regeneration who died. Like, when are they gonna? Because this really boggled my mind because the show is about people coming back from the dead. And one of the actors actually died. So I'm just like, and no one can die. So I'm just like, how are they gonna do this?
That's weird.
Like, I bet they just walked into the writing room one day, like, guys, we are fucked up right now. We could either like do something really fucking bizarre or like recast him or something.
What if we just alter the Tupac hologram, make it look like him? We can make this work, people.
Oh my god! What if someone already died and they just got a hologram up there for someone already?
Dude, I bet they have like holograms made for like all the famous celebrities. They can just swap them out. The sheeple won't notice.
And okay, those are all very sad and unfortunate. One of the other deaths that kind of got to me was Philip Seymour Hoffman, because I actually found that blog post I made about the Spider-Man cast, if it was real and everything.
Yeah.
And he was who I wanted to have play the Kingpin. I actually found the blog post from it was
that
from
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it was from I don't know, like sometime in 2011. If you can find it, I'll have a screenshot.
I remember talking about that.
Yeah, a lot of the choices were the same. I was surprised. It lined up perfectly. I even had Sam Elliott as J. Jonah Jameson back then. That really surprised me. I didn't think I had that idea back then. And Christina Ricci. It's Ricci, not Ricci. I'm sorry. It's Ricci.
Ricci.
As Betty Brant, because the Lego I used for her was actually modeled after her face, because she was in the movie Speed Racer, and they had Legos as one of the merchandising. So,
or
so
was her face modeled after that Lego?
What the fuck?
Asking the difficult question.
Well, I think she looks better than the Lego, so they fucked everything up somewhere along the lines.
Is there any? Do you have any Legos that you think look better than the people
This is a good question.
that they're trying to imitate? Like, they're like, yo, this is good Lego. Real life face just could use some work.
No, it's always the opposite. Like
really.
Like Emma Watson. For the longest time, they had the Lego Hermione face looked awful. It didn't look anything like her.
Wait. Are you telling me you don't find the Lego Hermione more attractive than Emma Watson?
No. I mean, they redid it. They redid it when they re-released it. And
now
it looks
it's pretty
better.
close?
Yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah.
Okay.
Right here with me, I have a list of actors and or celebrities that probably die this year, and that I'm emotionally preemptive. I'm already prepared emotionally.
Well, you have a list of celebrities that are going to die.
They're probably gonna die this year.
That's messed up.
That is messed up.
Hey, online people have celebrity death pools going.
Okay, all right.
Like, were they actually like?
I don't
people
want
get
this
payouts when celebrities die.
I don't want this to be funny.
That's so messed up.
Because it's not funny. But if it turns out to be funny, I'm sorry.
I mean,
what's the best way to deal with loss that has not happened yet? By laughing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you gotta. I mean, at some point you understand. Like, they're people as well as actors. They're human. They they're gonna get old and they're gonna age, and you gotta precare yourself. Like
this isn't just some.
No, I'm not saying that's how I'm not saying that's how I deal with it. Yeah. I'm just saying you gotta be like okay,
Yeah, I genuinely respect most of the people on this list. So. There you go.
At least you have it on record. So
yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Another, I told you so. Right. Just waiting to happen.
Ma?
I was right. I don't like being right about terrible things that happen, but we'll get on that later. First one on my list, no particular order or whatever, is Christopher Lee. He's probably gonna die. Okay, moving on. No,
who's Christopher Lee?
He played Saruman.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He's is he Magneto?
Who's that strange little fellow over there?
No. He's Magneto is.
Yeah, who's Magneto?
Did you take a peek at this list?
No.
Okay, because he's on there too. Magneto.
Yeah.
But they look very similar.
Yeah, he actually tried out for Gandalf.
Yeah, I think so. He was promised the role of Gandalf by J.R.R. Tolkien.
I don't know, maybe because I think he's immortal. So if they decide to reboot it in 20 years, he'll probably still be alive to do it.
No, by that point they're just gonna make everything CG like that one dwarf guy.
Okay, so next one on the list is Bill Murray, because he's not looking too good. He's not particularly old, but he's not looking too good.
Yeah, you got to consider his lifestyle with the speed he goes.
Oh yeah.
He does speed.
Have
you seen Groundhog Day?
We're gonna have one Wes Anderson film that's gonna be in the memory of Bill Murray.
I feel like Bill Murray might know that because he's kind of trying to put himself out and just kind of do kind of anything now.
Yeah. So he might kill himself on TV. The next one on my list is Jack Nicholson, and I don't know if you guys know this, but I think I'm in love with Jack Nicholson.
What's he been doing lately?
I don't know. I think he's retired or stopped acting, but...
Are you sure he's not dead? Have we checked?
He might be dead right now. I don't know.
Can we get someone to check on Jack Nicholson real quick?
Jack real quick?
Yeah. One of my favorite movies, and this is probably an easy pick, but I loved him in The Shining.
Oh yeah,
I just love his mannerisms. I love how he just slowly spirals into insanity.
Crazy.
Yeah.
One good thing is, he's going to resurrect and eventually become the caretaker of that hotel again. Yeah. So he's never really going to die.
Yeah.
He'll be back.
You were the caretaker here.
Dude, he's got the best eyebrows.
Sorry, sir. I have always been here. But you are the caretaker now. That's
pretty good.
You notice that guy looks exactly like Adam Sessler?
A little bit.
The guy who Grady, the guy who chopped up
Grady
the guy
is right. Who's Adam Sessler?
He's from X-Play.
Yeah, on
He's,
G4.
Some G4 show where they like talk about video games.
Yeah, he looks exactly like Adam Sessler. It's so fucking. It freaks me out every single time I watch that movie. And how? Oh my God, Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if you know about Stanley Kubrick or anything. I don't know if he's that much of a well-known director or anything.
Oh yeah,
he directed a couple of small films like 2001: A Space Odyssey or whatever. You know, who cares? Yeah.
Small players.
It's like every shot of that movie is just made to be like
interpreted,
memorable. Everything about it.
Have you ever seen any like the documentaries that people make about The Shining that kind of like pick apart at like some of the things that Stanley Kubrick like tried to like slip in apparently to like
the Native Americans, is that one of them? Yeah,
like that, and then I don't know, just like all this like imagery that all these like crazy like conspiracy theorists like came up with their like own assumptions about.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I just remember watching one of them, and there's this part like right in like the beginning, like when it's that swooping shot, like just going through the landscape where that where the car's going, and then it's like if you look up, like he stops it, and he's like, oh, if you look up in the sky, right there's Stanley Kubrick. His face right in the clouds, and like they don't even like outline it or anything. You just like. There it is.
I've seen some
people... Need any more proof?
Yeah, some people looked at the shadow from the helicopter from the camera like, oh, that means something. Because he's always very meticulous with all of his shots and everything and all the performances from the actors, so...
God bless you.
Excuse me.
It's okay.
Sorry.
No, dude, just more for the blooper room.
Okay, next one on the list is... Oh yeah, and Jack Nicholson was the Joker. How fucking weird was that?
Oh yeah.
You know who should have played the Joker? It should have been the guy who played Batman in that movie. He should have played the Joker. Beetlejuice. Michael Keaton. He should have been the Joker. He should have walked up to Batman and said, I saw The Exorcist 267 times, and it keeps getting funnier every time I watch it. And he just comes up in a bat suit and everything. Like he has the Joker makeup on, and in the bat suit he comes up to whoever else is playing Batman. He's just like, hey, look, we shop at the same store. I'm just quoting Beetlejuice. I don't know. Okay. Next one on the list is Sean Connery.
Yeah, I've been feeling that for a while. Like he isn't really like that. I don't know, kind of keeping him on watch. Yeah. You know.
He was in this one computer animated movie.
Oh really?
It looks absolutely ridiculous. It looks so crappily put together and everything. I don't even know how they got Sean Connery, unless he forgot he was like an actor or something.
What movie?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, you can look it up on IMDb or something real quick if you want to. I forget what it's called, but I remember looking at the poster and just laughing at how shitty it looked. I can't wait for the Academy Awards and to see his face up there, and it's gonna be like shaking not strong or some shit. I'm gonna feel really shitty about it too.
Can't wait to feel shitty.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's good.
Okay.
84.
Yep, he's good.
Speaking of...
Check on Jack real quick. Can we get a quick search on Jack Nicholson? If someone goes, opens the door. Oh! Ooh.
Yeah.
1930.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's getting up there. He's getting up there.
What's the last thing?
Oscar. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What's he done? What was the last thing he was in?
Get to the...
Windows, fuck the prom queen. Sir Billy. Sir Billy. That was it. Go ahead and click on it.
Sir Billy.
Load the poster, goddammit.
Oh my god. What is that? It's like Jimmy Neutron gone wrong.
Exactly.
Oh my god. Yeah, it kind of looks like the same animation as Jimmy Neutron.
It's bad.
Oh.
A retired veterinarian living in a remote Scottish village encounters a goat who thinks he's a dog, an admiral who's afraid of the water, and a beaver who is raised by rabbits. Oh boy.
Who was Sean? What was he doing in this?
He was the veterinarian.
He's the veterinarian.
Obviously.
Sir Billy.
Guardians of the Highlands.
There can only be one
Sir
veterinarian.
Sean Connery as Sir
Is this
Billy.
the real poster? I don't... Oh, yeah, everything in the...
What even... How are you supposed to... There's just a fucking beaver in a life jacket over there.
Oh, look at the lips on these. Oh my god, someone has a fetish. Jesus, it's like, did Frank Miller design these guys or what? Jesus Christ.
It's like a boat going down.
It looks like a submarine going up.
Or is it going out of the water?
It could be going down though. It could have been up. Then
very optimistic view.
Is this like a recent movie?
Is the ship sinking or is it rising?
What year was this?
2012. I think it was re-released.
Yeah, 2012.
Oh, IMDb gave it a 4.1. It must be awful if IMDb hates it, because they like everything. They fucking love everything.
That's a shit.
Fucking IMDb. Ugh.
Who actually goes to IMDb for like movie advice? They just want to see who's in it.
Exactly.
Yep, Jack's good.
Okay.
Jack's good.
He's good.
77.
There is 77. Hey, he's got dubs. So next on my list is Ian McKellen as Gandalf.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and a bunch of other roles.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been impressed by the way he can sell a line, no matter how kind of meh it is. Like I was in Battle of the Five Armies, for example, a more recent example. You see Thorin and Gloin and Keely and Feely ride those rams up the mountain. Just
Surprised you knew who the hell they were.
Yeah,
You know the dwarves.
yeah, I do.
Oh my gosh.
Because they've been. I'll tell you why I know them all at this point. But they go up Raven Hill to go and get the Azog and all that shit. And I think it was Bilbo or something. I said, "Where are they going?" And Gandalf's like, "To cut the head off the snake." Just the way he said it, the way he sells all those lines, it's just
dude. I think my favorite performance by him in that movie is when he's just cleaning that pipe.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's the best.
Yeah,
you want to talk about Oscar-winning performances? I mean,
it was.
I was on the edge of my seat.
Like he's almost fucking smoke right now. But the reason why I've become, I mean, I did read about The Hobbit and all that shit and all that information and everything. And another reason is HBO, which is owned by Time Warner, which I think distributes the Hobbit movies and Lord of the Rings. For some reason, they've been showing the first two Hobbit movies on HBO and all of its affiliate channels on heavy rotation. So a lot. And I've been watching, because when there's something on TV, I'll be like, okay, let's see what's on the movie channels. I'm like, okay, I'll sit through The Hobbit. I'll sit through Desolation. Smurg. And, yeah, so...
Well, Battle of the Five Armies DVD is on sale, so that might have something to do with it.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's definitely
I don't know if I'd watch that. I don't know if I'd watch any of those movies again.
Oh, I've had no choice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I find some... I do find them...
Maybe the first one.
I do find them really entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, they're everyone's been saying they're not as good as Lord of the Rings, but the story in general isn't as good as Lord of the Rings. I don't know what you motherfuckers expected.
The fact that they're trying to stretch it into
that's the main thing. Yeah. I would never go back and watch Battle of the Five Armies.
I think the problem. I think the problem. Honestly. There's two problems here with the story of The Hobbit. The book itself, the way it's structured narratively, a lot of things happen, but not a lot of. Okay, so it's a short book, but a lot of things happen in that short amount, in those the small amount of pages. So it's just like, how do you pace this stuff out?
Right.
That's the bigger issue here. So did you see the Hobbit fan edit? Anyone?
No.
Okay, so technically it's illegal to watch it. So I didn't obtain it or anything. I joined in on a stream that someone was hosting. That's okay, right? I can say that legally. It was it was awful.
Really?
Oh god, it was worse than anything Peter Jackson could ever dream up.
Who did it?
I don't know. I forget what his username or whatever was. But everyone in the stream, the guy hosting the stream went like, "Yeah, this is shit. This is awful."
That's
because he wanted to shorten the film, but he wanted to take out the things that he didn't like. Or she, I don't know the gender of the guy who did it.
Right.
But the way the sequences are structured is for a movie of this particular length. Mm-hmm. So when they take it out, it fucks up with the pacing of the movie. So he actually makes it worse. And he didn't make it into 2 movies. He made it into just one 4-hour movie.
Right.
So that's not...
Well, you made it 4 hours?
Yeah. It's just like, what? Yeah. So just make it...
I feel like it'd just be a lot of jump cuts and like...
Oh, God.
Like disambiguated audio.
Sound and the music. It's... Oh, God.
A lot of that movie is just like holding shots while like music plays and just go like... They're in the mountain. They're...
Right. Like, he didn't even wait for it to be released on Blu-ray. He just got the cam rips of Battle of the Five Armies. So the quality was shitty in that part. Yeah.
Did he leave in the elf-dwarf romance?
He took it out.
Okay, good.
That works.
Something.
But it works for the second movie. I was surprised how well it works, because she has like one line. It's like, "Where are the keeper of the keys?" That's it. That's all she gets. I'm like, wow, that's impressive. Mm-hmm. And, but with Battle of the Five Armies, you just can't do it.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work at all. It's so disjointed
Yeah.
because she's actually she's fighting and everything, and you can't. But she's fighting an orc with the other dwarf, and it's just like you can't take that out. It just looks awful.
Yeah, you need some sort of bond in order to make the
So
show.
you're gonna have to just be a man and deal with some of the stuff you don't like in the edit. All right, you can't just deal with it. All right. And they even took out the part where Smaug gets covered in gold. So he just burst out of the mountain covered in gold. Like, how'd the gold get there, buddy? Huh?
Dude, I mean, dragons hoard gold. I think Smaug would just, like, have it on at all times,
Okay.
you know?
Like,
Yeah.
they just edit him in gold. Like, they just key him and just, like, put, like, some sort of,
They just make it look like he's got, like, gold chains or something, you know?
This is my gold, bitch.
It just says Smaug, like,
I ain't
with a
gonna
bunch of
part
A's
with
and
one
R's
piece of it.
across his chain. Just on a chain.
It's like Cribs.
Yeah.
Middle-earth Cribs.
Alright, here's my giant molten golden dwarf mold. Oh, yeah, I put it right next to my big old giant dwarf opal.
The camera just goes in and out, in and out, in and out.
See, that's what the fisheye is for.
Oh, God.
That's what the fisheye is for.
And he's got his entourage of bitches. They're like dragon bitches and everything, and we're in like bikinis and everything. Like, you're my bitches, and they're just like I would just sort of tune out at that point.
Of course, they're all green dragons. Why is it that red dragons always go after green dragons?
It's always gotta be race with you.
Oh my God. Anyway, the movie had a whole undertone of mingling with other people and cooperation and greed and division and all that shit. That was all in the book, kind of. Well, not the...
The third one definitely had to do with greed with that one character.
Fucking Alfred. I'm going to go on with this list sooner or later, but let's just talk about Alfred. Fuck Alfred. He is the Jar Jar Binks of this generation.